exceptionally cool. Here we are. How does it feel?
It's an indescribable feeling. I can't even describe it. My family's emotional. I feel like when I get off here, I'm gonna get emotional, and I'm just blessed to beyond measures to be in this situation. My grandmother is right here, and my mother is right here. And the shirt that, with the collaboration I had, I got my grandmother's name and my mother's name on my shirt, so they're with me at all times.
When it comes to some of the up-and-coming superstars in today's NBA, very few have the upside and intangibles that this talented individual have. Now, this is a prospect who's truly came a long way and has grew into an exceptional leader and a very valuable piece and voice to his team at such a young age. This is the Anthony Edwards story. Anthony Edwards was born on August 5th, 2001 in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, he was so happened to be given the nickname Ant-Man by his father when he was just the age of 3 years old. And well before basketball was even in the picture, Anthony's first love was football and was a straight dog while playing at running back, quarterback, as well as cornerback. And while he played for the Atlanta Vikings, he blossomed into one of the best Pop Warner running backs in the whole entire country by just the age of 10 years old. Now, around that time, he became inspired from watching his older brothers play basketball as they were pretty stellar on the court during their high school years. And Edwards just thought that it looked more fun and just wanted to try something different. Now, his older brothers did make it extremely hard for him at first, so much so that it even resulted in him crying at times. But over time, it only developed him into a straight problem on the court. And as time went by, his love and drive for the game would start to grow. But as he reached the 8th grade, tragedy would strike. His mother, Yvette, would actually go on to pass away due to cancer, as well as his grandmother, Shirley. And it really hit hard, especially since they constantly preached hard work and was the backbone to the entire family. Now, since the both of them passed on the 5th of the month, he decided to change his jersey number to number 5. Now, the summer going into his freshman year, he was already 6'4" and had a pretty solid built structure for his age. Now, after one of his morning workouts with his trainer, Anthony proceeded to tell him, stating, "If I learn how to shoot, I'm going to be the best player in the country." And from that day on, he really made a special effort to work towards that goal. As a freshman, he went on to attend Thurl High School in Atlanta, Georgia. He averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals a contest. But the following summer, he really started to make a name for himself while playing in the Under Armour AAU circuit for Atlanta Express. He was a very good scorer off the dribble and had unreal type electrifying athleticism that truthfully separated his game from everybody else's. By that next season, Anthony was also a player who played both sides of the basketball. And what really came in handy on the defensive side of the basketball was his 6'9" wingspan. He was already considered a 4-star recruit by rivals in 2016. But in early January of 2017, Edwards made the transfer to Holy Spirit Prep and decided to reclassify into the 2020 class because he wanted to improve his academic performances and take advantage of the small class sizes. Edwards would go on to help his squad defeat the Heritage School for the Georgia Independent School Association Class 3A State Championship. And shortly after, he reclassified back into the 2019 class in November of 2018 after seeing academic improvement. And because of that, he instantly became the #1 player in the country. As a senior, he put up 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest, and led his team to a GISA Class 3A runners-up despite his 27 points. And so after becoming a McDonald's All-American, he had snagged offers from schools like Kansas, Kentucky, Georgia, and North Carolina. But the 5-star recruit decided to stay closer to home and sign a letter of intent to play basketball at UGA. Another reason why he was drawn towards Georgia was because 2 of his favorite players, Dwayne Wade and Victor Oladipo, had been coached in college by head coach Tom Crean. On November 5th, 2019, Edwards made his debut and recorded 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals in a win over Western Carolina. Now, it went on to be the most points by a Georgia freshman debutant since Basketball Hall of Fame inductee Dominique Wilkins did it in 1979. Edwards led all freshmen in scoring and was able to maintain averages of 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists a contest, while shooting 41% from the field and 33% from behind the three-point line. It was no question around Anthony being the most NBA-ready player in college basketball. And so after being SEC Freshman of the Year, he decided to enter his name in the 2020 NBA Draft.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University of Georgia.
And after being selected number 1 overall to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for his first 14 games, he averaged 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, all of which he came off the bench for, while only shooting 34% from the field and only 27% from 3. But after entering the starting lineup, he really started to find his way. He ended the season averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and even pitched in 1 steal a contest, while being able to finish second in Rookie of the Year voting behind LaMelo Ball. He continued to show a lot of confidence and promise over the first couple of seasons. Not only was he a human highlight reel every single game, he really showed his ability to really create and get his shots off whenever he wanted to. He really matured during his second year, as he found different ways to maneuver his body while using his size and his physical tools to finish over all types of defenders. Edwards also became the youngest player ever to record 10 threes in a game, and this was against the Nuggets in a win on December 15, 2021. And not too long after, he recorded his career high, putting up 49 points versus the Spurs on April 7, 2022, but also led his team to the playoffs and in a way put his team on his back, despite losing in the first round to the Memphis Grizzlies, as he was able to maintain averages in his first playoff experience of 25 points while shooting 46% from the field and 40% from 3, while becoming the 4th youngest player to score 30 points in a playoff game. He just showed an insane amount of confidence when being able to knock down tough shots. In just his 3rd season, on February 10, 2023, he was named a first-time All-Star. For that season, he was able to put up 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists a contest, while shooting 45% from the field and 37% from 3. And as he's soon to enter his 4th season in the NBA, his style of play has continued to look more and more polished, as he's been part of Team USA, averaging 19 points, 4 rebounds, and a team-high 2 steals a contest, while even shooting 41% from the field on 19 minutes per game. Anthony Edwards has never shied away from the big moment, but also has had a clear idea since a kid on how far he could possibly go if he put the work in, and because of that, he's now blossoming into something very special before our eyes.
Where do you feel like you're finally at right now as a player in the NBA?
I think I should be in conversations with one of the best players in the NBA. Not now, but after next year I will be.
Why next year?
I mean, because of the season I'm going to have.
Okay, speaking into existence.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Anthony Edwards story.